A few minutes ago, the hometown
MetLife Stadium.
to the sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river.
Bitch, that's Lemonade Stadium, bro. All right, okay, all right, bro. Nah, I can't say MetLife Stadium.
Oh,
my bad, bitch. What you want me to say?
Whatever the team, what team is it?
The Jets, nigga.
Say the Jets.
The New York Mets, nigga. You know what the fuck going on, nigga.
You from Cincinnati?
Talking to me, dude. As it should. Oh, this nigga T.
What's the other team? They got two teams in New York.
He got Aaron Jones. All right, bitch. Bro, why they got two? Why they got two football and two baseball teams?
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync,
it's a big ass state.
Like, are they not satisfied enough?
You can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
I know they're
exactly
about
right.
you.
Very long night for the defense.
Got like three.
Someone's going to run for some big
No, my heart can't take no more. I keep on running back to you.
Why you
running back to you? Give me one more chance. Baby, give me one more chance.
First and 20.
Yeah.
Here's
the Giants and the Jets are right next to each other.
Damn.
Big tight end Mike Gesicki. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a big
bro, shut the fuck up, nigga. Romeo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you bite like that, man.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Able to slither by.
Flag, bring it back.
Bring
it back. He gay. He gay. Bruh. Yup, thank you. Let's go. Nope.
No. See, look at him. Sucking that dick. Look at that cut.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
In my days, I'm going without you. I gotta shut up for it, bro. Damn. Like, what do y'all be doing to y'all, bro? What do y'all, like? Yeah, it's like my fifth Mike's Parliament. I'm right.
Don't hold them bad, though.
Bro, them bitches heat.
God, he's gonna lie, dude. That shit was no better.
I'll be in a route. I'll be in a route. What do you want to fan? Oh, I'll be route. I did not say that. I did not say that, good sir. Lose gooch.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Why the fuck you let me do that?
Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it. Because now everyone gets locked in.
Me?
Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what
I told you I was at MetLife Stadium, nigga. You thought I was perfect? You ain't pick it off? Fucking crap. Bro. Now I'm proud to crack it, bro.
I was gonna tell you play me. I was gonna tell you play me, but hell, I used to have 40.
Yeah, nah, I'm about to get some butt after this game. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, this nigga ball is past the first down marker. Like, man, he better not. He better not. Pick that. Give me that shit. Good shit, boys. Like I said. Now let's lock in for
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Wilson.
He picked what?
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
What?
Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And able to give one man. The slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Tua.
Pick that. Thank you.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Wilson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 7 yards, the pickup there. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? An option handoff given to Sanders.
Bro, there's no way.
None to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Booker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
He caught that?
One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it
What?
in. It's a big play there for Miami. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary.
What the fuck?
He's trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
That was a good bot.
His tight end, Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons,
Hold on.
Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throw it back. What? Huh?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Wilson.
Good boy.
It's caught. It's Ridley. And he's brought down after a very nice
What?
If you're going to blitz,
stand up.
Man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows the ball before the defender does.
Good boy.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to push his way down to about the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football.
Part 2.
Pretty good room to run on that.
Part 2.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Part 2.
Ken, this is an actual white girl this time.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, Like, alright, just yelling. And hello, fuck you. No, go fuck yourself.
And the Jets have taken the lead.
And like they're still here, but
now we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
So what else did you drink on?
Now after the touchdown,
that's the only thing that you drunk?
to kick it away. From the 6.
He took a kick to the crib. What the fuck?
Past the 20. And he'll bring it back.
This nigga suck.
Touchdown.
I ain't losing, nigga.
Sanders now to add the extra point.
Oh, it's tied up now. This nigga took a kick to the crib. This nigga ass.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
He dropped, bro. Come on, bro.
Tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop
20.
the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's going to drop this down to Sanders. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
What the fuck?
It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the
Bruh.
return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick. Go throw one to the big guy. But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You can go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it. Thank you.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua.
Give me that. Oh, bitch!
Got the first down here inside.
That's a flag on him.
And down to the 27-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
He called that? Oh, my God.
On the sideline. And Charles, of interest here, that last
that,
throw's going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Now a throw here to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard on second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. Man open, here is Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. Oh, nice move. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Tua on 4th down. And tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off
let's go.
inside the 5.
Cribbo,
It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, you don't want a coaching Charles to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
You can't blame me for that.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
Took that. Screw y'all, bro.
Incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our halftime report. Coach, it's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs
go to sleep, Bud Brownie.
after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon. Okay, Coach.
Yeah, nigga. All that. The talk. No. What? Hey, he tripping. Your niggas get drunk and get the tipping. That's all right. He get the tripping.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Bro, this nigga crazy. This nigga talking crazy.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
What?
And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points in the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were running loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Powering his way forward. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Trying to improvise. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box, whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
8 yards to go on second down.
Chill on my white girl, bro.
They run with Sanders off
Hey, what you mean?
They follow up the gain of 2 and a gain of 1
So,
on that
DRH.
time. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's
He knows
what's going on.
So we can't do work. Fuck that talking about.
Bro, good, Frank. What? Let's see the masterpiece. No, smoke. Oh, yeah, I can do it either. I'm sorry. Toast.
I guess you do it. You can do it. You can do
My job. Hey. Hey, baby, chill out, bitch.
My bad.
And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jets. Pat Fryermuth.
About 2 of them things.
Touchdown. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
No, I'm right here still.
Oh, shit.
Motherfuckers started snoring.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does a touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of going behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing. Because pressing, that leads you to bigger errors.
No, I actually don't, though.
Now Tua. Now he'll let it go deep inside. Picked off around the 41. And a huge return as he took this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw. Unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball.
He tripping.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Whoa.
Off the play fake. Here's
What?
Wilson. Oh, big hole left side. He's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Yes, sir, Zach Wilson.
Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Cut. That's not doing.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go and be loose with the football again.
Backstage brawl.
But you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack it.
Bro, it's 3 niggas right there. How y'all? How ain't none of y'all picked the ball up? It's 3 y'all right there.
The 45 before he's brought down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think?
I ain't gonna lie, that try live should be the best car for damn near half the game.
Last drive there, he hits the reliable target. 2 and now on first down. He's going to wind up in air.
He better not. He boy.
Incomplete.
Defense, boy.
Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
The hit, boy.
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Backstage brawl.
It's Tagovailoa. Going deep here for Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I'll redouble my efforts, I'll go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 92 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Wilson. Up the left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Fighting through at the 25. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity.
That make niggas say that.
Money's out. What the fuck?
You hit us up. Ain't that crazy?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, ain't that crazy?
Oh, he's got a man wide.
Nah, you ain't got no money.
He don't work at the airport.
No, not me.
Inside the 10 to the 7.
Yes, sir. So, bitch, what the fuck?
He said this nigga can't push planes.
And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the
Now that is all I do, though. For
really
real.
good pickup.
Now Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Dude, bro.
And Wilson going to keep it again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Sanders got it. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches are on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way the season has started out.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. That was going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 27. It's a big play there for Miami. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Pick that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, Barton, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Sanders, a 1st down, still going. And down to the 7-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this for a short
All right,
game.
man.
What
I'm
will
not
prove
going
to
to
be
fucking
the
Chiefs.
final play of this ball game.
Stay safe.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.